Shalom uvracha. Welcome back to Hebrew. You are brave students after coming back from last week's grueling words, all those difficult pronunciations. Did you make it through all week? Good for you. This week is going to be quite a bit easier. We are in the parashat Vayeshev. If you'll join with me on page 9 of the Jot Tittle book, we will begin. The title of the portion, Vayeshev, gives us a clue right away. There's that ever-present vav, meaning the word and. And he settled. Vayeshev. Let's begin by reading Genesis 37, verse 1, the first sentence of our portion. Vayeshev Yaakov ba'aretz megurei aviv ba'aretz Canaan. It means, and he settled, Yaakov, in the land of journeys of his father, in the land of Canaan. Now, in the Hebrew, there's a schwa underneath the chaf of Canaan. So we try to very quickly make the sound of that letter and then move on. Canaan. Of course, in English, this word is pronounced Canaan. Okay, it's time for you to repeat line for line after me. We're going to go ahead and take a line at a time, because a lot of these words we've already learned. First line, Vayeshev Yaakov. Ba'aretz megurei aviv. Ba'aretz Canaan. Good work. Let's look at our related words. Many of these words have to do with sitting or dwelling, and that's because the root for this week's portion is Yud Shin Vav, Yashev, which means to sit. Our first word, Yashav, means to sit or to dwell, to live or to settle. Next we have Yashav Rosh. That's one who sits as the head of something, a chairman. To sit under scholars in Hebrew literally means to sit before the wise ones. Yashav lifnei chachamim. To succeed one's father, or to sit on the throne of the father, Yeshav al kisei aviv. Next we have a yashvan. A yashvan is someone who's a colonizer. It describes a person. It would describe a person living on a yishuv. A yishuv is a settlement or a population. Therefore, one could say that there is a yashvan on the yishuv, a settler or a colonizer on the settlement. Next, we have the word sedentary. This word is pronounced yashiv. And finally, we have a commonly recognized word, yeshiva. This is a place of residence or meeting where students sit to learn the Talmud or the Mishnah or the Torah. All throughout Israel, there are many, many places of study. The plural word for yeshiva, meaning yeshiva is one, singular, but the plural word is yeshivot. There are many yeshivot in Israel. many places of learning for students of the Torah. Now, are you recognizing the different roots that we're finding throughout these words? Each and every one of these words contained a yud, a shin, and a vet, the root meaning sit or settle. Let's conclude today's CD with the reading of the portion, the first sentence. Now, we've already gone through it line by line, so this time we're going to make a big jump, and we're going to read it twice, as we usually do, but we're going to read it in its entirety. The first time, I will read the whole sentence and give you time to repeat, and then we'll conclude by reading it together. Good luck, b'hatzlecha. Let's begin. ישב יעקב בארץ מגורי אביו, בארץ כנען. Well, did you succeed? Were you able to make it through the entire sentence on your own? I hope so. Let's conclude our CD today by reading Vayeshev, the first sentence, together. Genesis 37, verse 1. Vayeshev Yaakov בארץ מגורי אביו, בארץ כנען. Tov me'od. Very good. Excellent work. You're progressing quite nicely in Hebrew, and I bet it's not as difficult as you thought it would be. Continue practicing your words and all your vocabulary. Continue your reading and your writing, and I'll see you next week. Shabbat Shalom. Litrot.